A silver-haired old lady with a honk if you love Jesus sticker on the bumper of her car.
Hey, welcome back to Pagitt Radio. December 4th, 2011. Just before 1 in the afternoon, your little afternoon conversation. We call it a little afternoon delight. There are these things in this world that don't go the way they're supposed to be.
No.
And they just make you cry out.
They do.
And you need to. It's a part of the human experience. It's a part of the spiritual life of a human being that needs to say when things aren't the way they're supposed to be.
Yes, let it out.
Not only for your own emotional health.
No.
Should you cry out with a Cripes and it come on and you've got to be
Which would be okay, but it's not only for that.
But it's for others as well.
Yes.
Sometimes it's the gift of going first, of you being the one who declares that things are not the way they're supposed to be, frees up another to say, thank you that I no longer have to be oppressed by that thing.
Go, you whiny little spearhead.
So there are powerful reasons why we should cry out when the world is not as it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Primarily that it compels us to make the world as it ought to be.
That's correct.
Pushes us to the right on. It pushes us to make the world, because we have choices to make in this world.
We
Are
do.
Just going to be those people who complain about the way things are? No. We're going to be people who make the world the way they want to be.
Yes, that's the kind of person I want to be, Doug.
I would really hope that whole spiel that we do at the start of the Cripes, come on, you got to be kidding me, is someday etched on my my tombstone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Start saving up, family. That's going to be an expensive block.
What is it, like $700 a letter?
That whole thing. Yeah, by that time, though, there'll just be a virtual version of your headstone.
Yeah, it'll be just
I'll be cremated, and there'll be a virtual version of my headstone. It'll be on there. It'll all be on there. All right, so we come up with a Cripes and a come on, and a you've got to be kidding me.
Yes.
For each one of these. So this week, as you might know, John and I are endeavoring on a particular diet that doesn't include eating. And on Tuesday, I was traveled to Baltimore.
Particular diet that doesn't include eating.
And we went, and I had to travel to Baltimore. And I will tell you, traveling is difficult, partly because you can't carry any liquid through the security gates at the airport, which, of course, I was giving out the real Cripes. Yeah, I was starting to feel uber patriotic about, let's put the boot on the back of someone's head because I can't carry fluid through security. But you can't do that, so I can't bring a juice with me, or I can pack it in my bag and then not have it for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, no good.
So I can't take it with me. And then when I get in there, the only thing to buy at the airport is the V8. So I had a V8.
Yeah.
And I was raging with hunger on
yeah.
Tuesday. I end up in Baltimore. I get there at the point where all the juice bars are closed. The restaurant doesn't have anything really juice other than some
like apple or
orange juice.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's just, straight to the
sugar.
old sugar to your veins, right?
Not the best thing.
So there I am in my hotel room, and the folks that I was working for there had us at a very nice hotel downtown. It was exceptional. Well, in the very nice hotels that you have downtown, they don't just have a vending machine in the lobby.
Oh, really?
And an ice bucket dispenser in the hallway.
Yeah, those are the fancy ones.
No, these have a refrigerator inside your room.
What?
Fully stocked.
Oh, my word.
I open this refrigerator door, and there I am, all alone in a hotel room in a strange city by myself. No one will know. Not only is it a line of good-for-you items to eat.
Oh, yeah?
A whole set of them. And some not good-for-you items to eat, and some drinks, and then a whole line of liqueur. Oh, my gosh. I was cripesing all over the place. It was as if it's one of those little refrigerators, right? Little half-size ones, sticks underneath the desk. But it was as if it was
2.5 cubic liters.
It was as if it was, because you know that because you used to work for a refrigerator delivery company.
Yeah.
It was like it was the size of the hotel room door, and I could almost see out of the corner. I'm trying to watch television or work on my computer or something, and there I could just see it over there.
Right,
like, come here. And so I was cripesing the stocked fridge.
Oh, wow.
Because normally when I go into those places, I'm like, hey, this is a real sign of being in a nice hotel, and I'm like, why couldn't they have just stuck me at the Howard Johnson's?
Yeah, right.
So the Cripes goes out to that moment when the thing that you normally want is the thing that just captures you up.
Yeah.
All right, and the come on came out of an experience that John and I had together yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
We're over at the Costco, and I'm going to buy a membership to the Costco so we can buy produce more cheaply, because this is getting to be a little bit expensive. And occasionally you can buy some good quality organic foods. And now we normally we've shopped at the Wedge and at the Linden Hills Co-op, and we're doing all that stuff. And finally broke down, gave in, and said, I'm just going to drop the $55. So I go up to pay.
Yeah.
And it was an experience, wasn't it, with this guy yesterday? I mean, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, so they got one guy who's waiting on you, okay? But then, like, the other guy who's kind of, like, drifting around in the back, he comes up and he goes, well, if you get the premium membership, you just pay $110. And if you spend over $110, then you get that extra $55 back.
Yeah.
And he
starts writing it down, and the upsell is unbelievable.
I mean, it was so fluid.
Yeah.
Coming out of this guy, it was quite amazing.
Yeah, he literally took an old scrap piece of paper, wrote $110, then wrote minus 55, then wrote minus 55. Then somehow I was going to be up $25 in this deal, and I'm not really sure how that was going to happen.
Yeah, right. That and some magic beans, and we were good to go.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, it was. I mean, I kicked you under the booth and said, "We got to come on for tomorrow."
Yeah,
this was hard sell.
Hey, people out there, consumers, they're those people who are doing upsell and they're getting better.
Yeah, they are. This was fluid, and I actually thought at the end of it I was going to buy a vacation property.
Right.
That's what I thought was happening. So I said to the guy, "Boy, it feels like I'm going to buy a vacation property." And he goes, "Well, actually, if you go on to Costco.vacations.com, you'd save even more money." He started upselling me on a vacation property.
Did you notice how he said that 60% of our members upgrade to the premium ...
Yeah.
Kind of like, well, you don't want to be part of that 40%, those 40% loser nobodies.
Everybody else is doing it.
Right. The 60%, the smart people, the good-looking people.
Yeah. Because the money's on the 60%.
That's right.
Because I'm sort of saying to myself, if I want to be financially wise, I'm sticking with the 60% of Costco.
That's right. So you pay that $120 now.
Yeah.
And
So it was really something.
It was impressive.
It was impressive. And I didn't buy for it. I didn't apply for a credit card or any of the things that you do.
Oh boy!
You're
with the credit card,
it
was interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Just go on and on.
It was American Express's #1 credit card.
Yes.
Like, I'm really going to trust the credit card distribution industry.
Right. Hey, it's doing good.
Like, nobody's learned a lesson that if you really want to, if you really want some good advice, ask the credit card company.
Yeah, you want the credit card that the credit card company likes.
Yeah. This is the credit card company's favorite credit card.
Right. We love screwing people by selling this thing to them.
Unbelievable. So we gave a good come on out to the Costco upsell. And you got to be kidding me? Herman Cain, who thinks that you can run for president when you've had a Let's put it at the most simple level of this affair as possible. Just a friend that he gave money to over 13 years and was texting at 4:30 in the morning and didn't tell his wife about the woman.
You couldn't even have a male friend like that.
Totally. Didn't tell his wife about it?
Yeah.
Honest to Pete, what kind of married guy gets away with that kind of activity with another person over that period of time and says to his wife, you know what? Just never came up in conversation, hun. Mm-hmm. There was never a point in all those years of communicating and texting where someone said, who are you talking to, or who'd you text with, or what happened to the bank account? Like, really? Really, Herman Cain? You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Not a chance. So, the you got to be kidding me goes out to Herman Cain. The Cripes goes out to that desire being fulfilled and then being the thing that actually makes you have greater desires. And the come on goes out to, or the you got to be, the come on.
You're not going to nail this.
I'm out of order. And the come on goes out to the Costco sales pitch, because sometimes there's things in this world that are not the way they're supposed to be.
No.
Let's stick around because we're going to tell you about a thing that's right on. Doug Pagitt Radio on AM 950.
Hey guys, let's learn about green energy
on the Green Power Hour.